Rosa set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Viking ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it this time. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
2nd down, here's Eason. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 35-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
That's it's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
First and 10, Eason. Flush to his right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Taylor. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably... And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete.
Cousins pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Vikings, nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Running for it, here's Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Taylor, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Taylor in the ball carry.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Cook out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Vikings.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Back to the ground, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off inside the 5. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. False start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And the Vikings first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Eason on second down. And this is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's third down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
On the coverage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun is Eason. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Dan Bailey.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Throwing after the interception. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins going for Jefferson downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Jacob Eason. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Eason. He'll take a shot downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 30 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And the Vikings first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Big stop, let's go. Spawn, I bring up 48. 53 at the mark. Hey, 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Colts 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazan to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard. Line.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. But now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Justin Jefferson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Fielded in the end zone. Broken tackle. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Dalvin Cook, the Vikings.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hooker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's got Smith here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
The 26-yard line.
Again, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Taken down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Gain of 3.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the gun, Eason got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Alert. Check 37.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this one complete to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Smith Jr.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Undercrush. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Travis Carey. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Vikings 19.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.